Thanks for tuning in to AdScope, episode number 65. I've got Kyle with me today, I've got tequila, and we've got resolutions for businesses and brands.
Sports marketing expert Brian Cristiano.
Brian Cristiano.
Sports fans are arguably the most passionate people probably on the face of this planet.
Marketers and advertisers and brands always have to keep in mind, you have to play to the state of your audience.
If you're not passionate, do something else. Kyle, it's 2016, man. We made it.
I can't even believe it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Yeah, man. We've got some nice new tequila. My buddy Sean dropped this off for the holidays.
Looks good.
Thanks,
Looks
Sean.
good.
So it's good stuff.
Big
I'm a
ups to
big
Sean.
fan of Patron, and this is a nice bottle of it, silver. More importantly, on the business side, you and I got tasked with putting together our 5 each resolutions for brands and businesses and marketers for 2016. Because you know what? It's 2016, and it's time to start moving stuff forward. And these are things that we really believe that brands and companies aren't doing and need to be doing.
Every single resolution is something we would die to scream from the rooftop of any marketing conference.
We could go to the roof if you want.
We could. Let's just stay here.
All right. Why don't we just jump
All
right
right.
into it, man? You go first. What do you
All
got?
right.
What's your first resolution?
1, start focusing on emerging social media platforms now. Snapchat isn't just for kids, it's booming. And if you're not with it, you're already losing.
Booming. If you get that reference, then you're on Snapchat. All right, my first resolution is stop marketing like it's 2011. It's 2016, and I think what I've noticed over the past few years is brands, especially ones in the sports side of business, tend to be like 5 years behind the trends. Everybody's still doing what they did 3, 4, 5 years ago. That stuff doesn't work, or it doesn't work nearly as effectively as it did back then. All right, number 2 for you.
Revamp last year's strategy entirely. Consistency kills.
Consistency kills.
Consistency kills.
Like doing the same thing over
Doing the
and
same
over.
thing
Yeah.
year after year, same platform, same messaging, same rollout. You're never going to end up with the same result.
All right, I like that one. I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one is create more content. As much as you possibly can. Tons and tons of content, blog posts, social media, whatever. Like, people want to engage with you and read your stuff if it's good. Content's got to be good, but make a shit ton of it.
All
What do you got?
Be personable. Don't be so formal. Formal companies are dead. Formalities are dead. Personality is everything.
All right, I couldn't disagree with that. We're a pretty informal company. I mean, we're drinking tequila on our show.
We are called BOLD.
It's
For a
BOLD.
reason.
And we're drinking tequila. It's Friday at 4:40 p.m. I've said this one before, and I mean it. Stop buying f***ing banner ads unless you're remarketing. But if you're just buying them for exposure, for impressions, stop it. Just stop wasting your money. Seriously, go watch the other episode. Find that on the YouTubes if you haven't already seen it.
I can't give that resolution enough likes.
All right.
And on that same wavelength, communicate with your social followings constantly. I can't tell you how many brands out there are just pushing content out there to push it. There's a ton of consumer engagement like, this is cool, when does this come out? How much is X? And
Crickets.
there's so many
Crickets.
brands. Yeah,
Crickets.
crickets. Never stop communicating, you'll lose your followings.
All right, like that one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. I think that's important. Okay, use better metrics. Everybody's still like, oh, I got this many impressions, or we have this many followers. Who gives a damn? It doesn't matter, right? Like, use real metrics. I think one of the best ones is lifetime customer value. Companies that really understand what the lifetime value of a customer is, meaning how much revenue they're going to drive for the lifetime that they're a fan of the brand, that's important. Because if you just look at, it cost me $100 to acquire this customer today, and I only made $80, it sounds like a loss. But if you're going to keep that customer out for the next 5 years, and they're going to give you $1,000 of their money, that was a win. That's a big one.
I'm right there with you. Surprise the world. Do something new. Do something creative. Obviously, don't lose sight of your roots, but do something that none of your followers, the market really, is not going to expect. That's a good way to stick out, right?
Dare I say, be bold?
Be bold.
Yeah, I did it. I went there.
You did that.
It's
You did
2016,
that.
and we're going there. All
I'll
right.
take it.
My
take
last
it.
resolution for brands and businesses is to leverage influencers in the right way, of course. And we've had a lot of really great people on the show. Ray Maker is a big influencer, and we got kind of in depth about how to deal with really popular influencers and even kind of fringe influencers. But dealing with influencers, leveraging them, getting your product, brand, whatever in front of them, getting them to test it, getting them to be ambassadors of the brand, I think it's really underutilized. And there's a lot of power there, right? People love word of mouth still, even in the world of social and everything. People love word of mouth.
Yeah.
They still do. Well, listen, we said we were going to do this episode pretty short. I think we did.
In and out.
This is some good Patron, man. Cheers.
Cheers to New Year.
Cheers. 2016. Jarrett, you're in the middle of an Out of Scope episode. I'll call you back. Okay, bye. Thanks so much for watching episode number 65. I love it.
That was live. That was as live as it gets.
We're going with it.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks for watching 65. Happy New Year. Drink some tequila. It's going to be the weekend by the time you see this.
And thanks for following us.
Yeah. And make sure to like, comment, and share the video. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe.